desert skies. Timeless stories, they never.
The desert shimmered under the rising sun. Abraham sat at the entrance of his tent, weary yet watchful. And then he saw 3 men standing before him. He ran to greet them, though he was 99 years old, bowed low, and said, "My lords, do not pass by your servant. Let water be brought, rest beneath the tree, and let me bring bread to refresh your hearts." They ate beneath the oak of Mamre. And then one of them spoke, his voice like sunlight piercing through shadow. "But I will surely return to you at this time next year, and behold, Sarah your wife shall have a son." Sarah laughed within herself. "After I am old, shall I again know joy?" But the voice said, "Why did Sarah laugh? Is anything too wondrous for the Lord?" Then the visitors rose to leave, and Abraham walked with them toward the plain. The Lord revealed his purpose. The cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and their sin is very grievous. And the tent fell silent as faith began to grow in the heart of disbelief. Abraham, the man of compassion, stood before the Almighty and pleaded, "Will you destroy the righteous with the wicked? What if there are 50 righteous? 45, 40, 30, 20, 10? And the voice answered each time, "For the sake of 10, I will not destroy it." But 10 were not found, and fire fell from heaven. The cities that defied heaven became ashes on the plain. Lot was saved, yet his wife turned back and became a pillar of salt, a monument to hesitation. Then came laughter, not of disbelief, but of joy. Sarah bore a son, and they named him Yitzchak, Isaac, meaning laughter. Sarah said, "God has made laughter for me. All who hear will laugh with me." The promise had begun to breathe, but peace did not last. Sarah saw Ishmael mocking Isaac and said to Abraham, "Drive out this maidservant and her son, for the son of this maid shall not inherit with my son Isaac." The words tore Abraham's heart in two, but God said, "Do not grieve, for in Isaac shall your seed be called, and yet I will make a nation of Ishmael also." Hagar wandered the wilderness of Beersheba. When the water was gone, she wept. And then an angel of God called from heaven, "Do not fear. God has heard the voice of the lad where he is." And her eyes were opened, and she saw a well of living water. Years later, when the boy had grown, God spoke to Abraham again. "Abraham, here I am. Take your son, your only one, whom you love, Isaac. Go to the land of Moriah and offer him there as a burnt offering." 3 days they walked. Isaac carried the wood. Abraham carried the fire and the knife. "Father," Isaac asked softly, "here is the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb?" Abraham's voice trembled. "God himself will provide the lamb, my son." They reached the summit. Abraham built the altar. He bound Isaac upon the wood. He raised the knife. Then, "Abraham, Abraham, here I am. Do not stretch out your hand against the boy, for now I know that you fear God." And Abraham lifted his eyes and saw a ram caught in the thicket. He offered it instead of his son. Then God said, "By myself I have sworn, because you have done this, your descendants shall be as the stars of heaven and as the sand on the shore."
Ancient and wise, wisdom blooms on the desert skies. Timeless stories.